This is the fifth morning since Russia invaded Ukraine, and if we just bring up the map here, this is the overall picture on the ground. You can see how Ukraine has been attacked from the north, the east and the south, and Russia has gained some territories. Now, overnight there were air raid sirens in Kiev and also in Kharkiv, but the early indications from Kiev are that it's not been heavily struck overnight. The curfew that has been in place for more than 24 hours is now over. People can go outside and buy groceries, and perhaps ominously, Russia has said that there is now a safe route out of the city leading down to the southwest. Now, turning to Kharkiv, which is the second biggest city, you may remember around this time yesterday we were reporting about an incursion. These are the Russian military vehicles moving into Kharkiv. That appears to have been repelled. This is the aftermath, the damaged vehicles, the Ukrainian military there. So we believe that Kharkiv is now back under Ukrainian control, though there were reports of fighting and shelling there overnight and into this morning. Now, in a phone call with Boris Johnson last night, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is reported to have said that the next 24 hours would be critical. And part of the reason why he might have said that is down to these satellite images. Now, the line that you can see here, that is a 3-mile-long line of Russian tanks and military hardware, about 30 or 40 kilometers north of Kiev, quite possibly preparing for a ground assault. Now, obviously, when you have a lot of vehicles on the ground like that, they are exposed to air attack. And yesterday, this was posted by the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense. It's a video from a drone, and it shows a strike on a Russian convoy, quite possibly the same one that we saw in the satellite pictures there. It is a reminder of how important it's going to be for Ukraine not to give control of the sky to the Russians. It's important that they still are up there in that space, trying to keep an eye and attack Russian targets if possible. Now, going back to this, if we look at the map, the key movements that have taken place over the last 24 hours in terms of territory have been in the south. This is the Russian troops that have moved up north from Crimea towards Mariupol, towards the east there. Now, yesterday evening, we heard that they had taken the town of Berdyansk. It's a port town, population of about 100,000 people. And we believe they are now moving on Mariupol, which is an even bigger city on the Sea as Azov. So quite possibly in the next 24 hours or so, we could see Mariupol surrounded, and we could see that the Russian forces that are based in eastern Ukraine here in the Donbass area link up with the troops and the tanks that have come from Crimea. Now, today there are supposed to be peace talks taking place. This is a picture that was posted by the Belarus Ministry of Foreign Affairs of a room in a town called Homel, not far from the Ukrainian border in Belarus. You can see the flags of Russia, the flag of Ukraine there. It is set up for a meeting between both countries. We will have to see what actually happens. Certainly expectations not high for some sort of breakthrough, given what is happening on the ground at the moment.